at a rock bottom of my life when my marriage was falling apart, wasn't living at home with my wife and newborn son, so I was in my early 40s when I really surrendered my life to Christ. And as you know, when you go all in your faith, your life has to change.
So we're in NRB, we're in the expo. This is where all the Christian media and creators, inventors, trying to push all of the media to point towards God.
And so I had to ask myself some really difficult questions. How am I going to use my gifts, talents, and abilities? How am I going to use my influence? And so the Lord met me. That's the cool thing about the Lord, right? You don't have to be fixed. You don't have to be perfect for Him to meet you where you're at. And He didn't ask me to be anybody I wasn't. He said, I want you to be a wilderness survival instructor, but I want you to do it in a way that glorifies me.
That is so unique, especially because it's easy to go for the money, right?
Yeah.
What was some of the first things that you changed about your show?
Yeah.
What were some things that you changed about your show that you wanted to be seen in that?
Yeah, so I immediately started thinking, one thing the Lord I felt like really revealed to me was He loves the wilderness, right? He is a God of the wilderness, right? He's used the wilderness since the beginning of human history to draw people closer to Him. And so as a wilderness survival instructor, that naturally really resonates with me. And so my challenge was how can I use wilderness survival skills to draw people into a closer relationship with the Lord? And He's built provision into creation. That's what I teach, how to find shelter, water, fire, and food from the things in nature. And that's the Lord, and there is something very special for people when they disconnect from our busy society. And I think it was Corrie ten Boom who said, if the devil can't make you sin, he'll make you busy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so there's something very special about disconnecting from, from modern society, going into the wilderness. And the cool thing about God is we worship the same God now that He was then. And He still meets people in the wilderness, man. And so that's what we do with the show.